go to the Finder window, click the little face, and go to Applications, and then you'll see GarageBand inside that window. Go ahead and click it to open. When GarageBand opens, it's going to show you a window that looks like this and ask you about a new project, or you can open an existing project. Click Empty Project. You have to select a track type when it opens. Select Audio and use the one with the microphone on it. Go ahead and click it and click Create. When this window opens, you'll see a lot of stuff here. This is a mixer control that we actually don't necessarily have to use for working with loops. So to remove this, you'll go up next to the scissors and just click the little dial that's next to the scissors icon in order to remove it. Next, we're going to want to work with loops. And to use loops, you have to go to the upper right and click on the icon that looks like a little loop and is called the loop browser. This will open all 6,000 plus loops, at which point you can filter these loops by instrument, genre, and description. Underneath the instrument panel, there is also a filter for sound effects. So if you're looking for individual sound effects, use the sound effects filter to find that. In order to play one of these tracks, you just click on it. If you want to use one of the tracks, click on it, drag it, and drop it into the audio track. You can create multiple overlays of different tracks using GarageBand. So I'm going to click out of this filter. You'll see that there are different types of sounds. There's audio clips, drum is yellow, green is an instrument. Those are the three kinds of tracks, but they can all be used in audio. Now, as I mentioned, you can overlay different things. You can start with using a genre and maybe click some of these tracks and see if there's something that appeals to you. Once you find a track you like, you can click it and drag it into the mixer board area. And you can use multiple tracks. So let's say I like this one. I can drag that in as well. And you can also adjust the drum tracks as well. Then I can play it all together by clicking the space bar. If I wanted to add a sound effect in there, I could deselect the filter, go to instrument and click on sound effect and add an effect that way. So I'm going to go ahead and drop that in too. You can also create different volumes here. If I want to make something have lesser volume, I can pull that down. Then I could make this boom effect be louder. So here we'll just take a listen. I can also copy an effect and paste it in front. I can also come in here and make these shorter. Once you have your track set up, you can affect the spacing that this takes up, just like you can in Video. You can elongate this by pulling the little toggle button back and forth so you can see more of the individual wave files or less depending on how you want to use it. Click the space bar to start and to stop. In order to save your file, go to File, Save As, give your project a name, and I'm just going to call this Test. And I would avoid saving it in the GarageBand folder. Instead, I would save it in your folder on your desktop. So you would go to Desktop and navigate down to your folder. I made a separate folder for GarageBand music, and I'm just going to save it here. This will save it as a GarageBand file, so you'll be able to open it again and add to it or reuse it if you want to.